You're purifying the collective consciousness. November 4, 2014. Channeling, like many other things, is a form of art, and those of you who enjoy channeling the energies and impressions of various higher dimensional souls are encouraged to embrace this practice and the greater spiritual energy that comes with it. In practicing channeling, you'll practice sustaining a very real and pure link to the higher realms and, specifically, your higher self or whichever God you feel comfortable channeling. We'll always encourage anyone who wants to channel to first connect with their higher selves and allow themselves to connect with other guides at a later time, because your higher selves have far more to offer you than any given guide. Your higher selves have a very direct link to your earthly experience, a link that many other higher dimensional souls don't have, and they watch you experience the pains and stresses of the earth in a more direct way than the rest of your guides can do. The higher self has a wealth of advice and guidance to offer you that's related to your ongoing ascension process, and the best and most helpful choices you can make along your quest for spiritual enlightenment, and we highly recommend any seeker who's receptive to the influence of spirit, attuned to their higher selves and receive the banquet of energy and advice that results. Struggling and shining. When you can put yourselves in a pure frame of mind and open up to the flow of energy you're receiving from the higher realms, which is constant, you'll be easily able to do anything that requires or involves your creativity or your connection to a greater spiritual inspirational source. We in the higher realms seek to do everything we can to fill your minds and hearts with inspiration and enthusiasm to begin contributing to your ongoing conscious revolution in the purest ways you possibly can, and we continue to watch you struggle through the darkness at times, and shine brilliantly in the light at others. We watch you experience all of the pains and stresses you've come to the earth to transcend, and even though some days tend to feel considerably more difficult than others for many of you, we encourage you to keep going, for you're doing far more good than you yet realize. Your very presence on the earth is helping change things in monumental and extraordinary ways, and even though we understand that it doesn't seem this way on some days when the pain and stress seem turned up, we want you to know that you're making a very potent and noted difference. You're purifying the collective consciousness with each attempt you make to open up to spirit and allow the divine, creative flow that results to express itself through you, and when your minds are open and your hearts are filling them with the pure love that sharpens and enhances your creativity, your spirituality or anything else that utilizes your greater perception, you'll find that you're basically infinite. You're as infinite as you allow yourselves to be, and if you're willing to believe in yourselves and your divinely ordained abilities to be conduits for spirit in the realest and purest sense, your abilities will be naturally strengthened and your enthusiasm to contribute to your conscious revolution will be turned up. As long as you have love in your hearts and willingness in your minds, you won't have any difficulty doing all of the divinely inspired things you've come to the earth to do. You'll do them with the grace and ease of one who's mastered their life plan, and you'll skyrocket toward enlightenment more quickly than ever. One of the best things we feel we can encourage each of you at this stage of the game is to do things that fill you with passionate inspiration. Even if this means staying home and embracing the creative works you enjoy bringing to humanity, we absolutely encourage it. If, for some of you, it means taking a temporary leave from your creative work and getting out to nature or another place that fills you with passion and spirituality, we'd have no reason not to encourage you to embrace it. As our scribe has learned, those of you who enjoy retreating out to nature can still be creative in the expanded setting it provides, and all it takes is the willingness to find a way to be creative in this setting. Our scribe resonates with the idea of taking a notebook out to nature and writing or channeling, and we couldn't recommend this more for anyone who enjoys getting out but still feels a responsibility to be creative every day. From our perspective, being creative every day and in every moment is among the best things you can do for yourselves and those around you who enjoy and benefit from your creativity. When many of you are creative, we note that it fills you with a sense of wholeness. A sense that you're doing exactly what you came to Earth to do. You absolutely are, and for this and plenty of other reasons, we'll always encourage you to be creative every day of your lives. Never let your creative well run dry, and know that the only way it can run dry is if you don't routinely refill it by being creative every day, or at the very least, every other day. Those of you who aren't in a position where you can practice your creativity every day are still encouraged to practice it as often as you can, even if this means choosing it over other things that you enjoy. You're constant creators. Creativity is very important, because it'll lead you back into the higher realms and help you see that your reality is spiritual. Creativity is innately spiritual, and even before you came to Earth, you were and still are constant creators who manifested entire realities out of sheer thought and the desire to create. Even while you exist on the Earth, other aspects of your consciousness that are still rooted in the higher realms are creating realm after realm, landscape after landscape to explore, run around in and learn lessons in. The Earth is one of many realms that were created by the willing minds and hearts of higher dimensional, etheric creators who continue to create to their heart's content. You can constantly manifest creations if you allow yourselves, and those of you who feel inspired to create in the realms of spirit can meditate and visualize yourselves creating entire realities to, again, explore and learn lessons in. Those of you who enjoy creating things in your physical reality that benefit your fellow humans can embrace the idea of writing articles, channeling messages from the higher realms, writing music, writing books, or doing anything else that fills you with inspiration and helps enlighten those around you who could use enlightenment. Many of your family members subconsciously crave the spiritual perceptions so many of you have started to gain, and even though they resist spirit at the surface, a subconscious aspect of their personality that's very aware of spirit, your ascension and everything else you've come to advocate and empower strongly hungers for their surface perception to catch up. We'd say you can assist them in this endeavor, but we'd never encourage attempting to pour your beliefs into those who aren't yet receptive or ready to hear them. You don't gain anything by overwhelming those around you with your beliefs, and neither do they. From our perspective, the best thing you can do is to drop little, subtle hints about your beliefs, hints that aren't too bold or brazen and that could start to awaken others to the truths and revelations that exist beyond your conscious perception. Another thing we'd recommend is that you only present your beliefs as your beliefs, instead of as reality. Even though your reality is far more spiritual than most of your planet understands, your truth is your truth and doesn't necessarily have to be another's. Spirit's a very pervasive aspect of your reality to say the least, but the things you believe and empower make up your reality, whereas the things others believe and empower make up theirs. If one puts their faith and energy into conventional religion, for example, then they're creating their reality based on their beliefs. Attempting to squash those beliefs with your own would be akin to attempting to tell someone the reality they've created for themselves is incorrect or insufficient. The reality you each create for yourselves can never be incorrect, because even if some choose to empower ideas that are technically illusory, they're still primarily responsible for creating their reality. And when they empower these ideas, the ideas become fixed in their sphere of perception and, for them, go on to become reality in a sense. Thus, advocating your beliefs as if they're the only correct ones diminishes others' sense of reality, and you certainly wouldn't want anyone to do this to you with their beliefs. If one empowers atheism, then they're creating their reality based on the idea that spirit doesn't exist and physical death is the complete end of consciousness. Even though this might seem like a very restrictive and confining belief for many of you, it's their belief nonetheless and there's no reason not to honor it. Again, we encourage you to say little things that are intended to express how you feel about your reality to those who aren't yet ready to hear what you have to say. Continue on. We know that many of you are learning the best and most proper ways to present what you think and how you feel to those around you who haven't yet opened up to spirit, and we wholeheartedly encourage you to continue on with your diligent missions, no matter what they entail. The missions of some of you entail using your creativity for as many spiritual and progressive purposes as you can, whereas others, like we said in our previous communication, entail direct forms of activism and shedding light on important social issues that need addressed. Many celebrities are even stepping up to shine their light on aspects of your society that are less than lighted or fair, and you can support the souls who are doing this while keeping in mind that you've each come to Earth to offer something valuable. Whether or not you've been put in the public spotlight, you have a lot to offer the awakening humanity, and you have little reason not to offer yourselves to the restoration of consciousness in your increasingly evident new paradigm of widespread spiritual understanding. All of humanity will become aware of spirit in due time, thanks to the diligent efforts of each of you, and we'll make our final expressions for this communication with appreciation for how aware and receptive so much of humanity is beginning to become. Yes, many souls on your planet are still unaware of spirit and have little desire to become aware, but those of you who've gained a glimmer of awareness are, for the most part, using it to do as many positive things as you can in your short time on Earth. The things you're doing are uplifting your collective consciousness and making it easier for others to find an open spiritual perception when they're ready, so continue on your diligent missions with the understanding that the things you're doing are very pure, potent, needed and helpful. You're contributing far more to your ongoing conscious revolution than you yet realize, and when you feel depleted of the greater spiritual energy that helps you thrive, keep in mind that in most cases, you're sharing this energy with the rest of humanity. When you feel depleted, another soul's usually brimming with light. We recommend balance over anything else, of course, and in due time, every earthly soul will brim with the greater and more refined spiritual energy that's helping you find your way back into the higher realms. Your ascension is only as far off as you allow it to be, and while there are phases to your ascension that many other channeled sources have started to outline, you create your reality and you can ultimately determine when you ascend. It helps to keep in mind that your ascension is a moment-by-moment process, and when you realize this, we can envision many of you taking your focus off of dates and time frames and putting it onto what you can do in every moment to help yourselves and your little blue world and everyone on it ascend. Thank you to my higher self and spiritual guides. Channeled through Wes Anak. cultureofawareness.com